then that is industry gravity. You know, Walt Disney is, I'm sure, a very cited example, but a very fascinating story in his life which illustrates a fundamental principle of innovation. You know, the first film that they made that was very successful was a film about pigs. Now, this film was very successful. So when Walt Disney came back and he was talking to his group, he says, well, you know, this film is very successful. What film shall we make next? And what do you think the answer was? You know, if a film about pigs is very successful in Bollywood, what would be the next film? Many more films on pigs, the family of pigs. But unfortunately for Walt Disney, his studio came up with the same answer. You know, pigs work, pigs succeed. So let's make another film on pigs. They made a second film on pigs. It didn't do very well. Third, fourth, they all did succeedingly less. And finally, Walt Disney, you know, it struck him one fine morning and he came to his studio, he was talking to those people. He says, you know, I realize now, you can't beat pigs with pigs. You have to do something else. You know, it struck him, and then he went on to make Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Those of you who know film history, it was one of the greatest hits of its time. He took a Snow White to beat pigs. But what do you have? In most industries, you will see most companies do more of the same. In fact, everybody is happily making pigs. And then we say, well, we are benchmarking each other. Somebody says, well, I have a bigger pig, I have a slimmer pig, I have a bigger pig. But it's a pig nevertheless. You know, it's very sad, and sometimes you happen to be in the same company and they say, well, you know, Rajiv, this bottle you have here, this white band, this is our innovation, and only he can see it. The consumers can't see it. We fool ourselves into believing that a pig looks like a Snow White. And we do it all the time. You know, banks lost the biggest opportunity of the last century because all banks defined their customers to be people who save and do not invest. All banks. This opportunity of mutual funds didn't come from a bank. It's astonishing how easily this happens. By the way, this is not a failure of the industry. It's a human failure. It happens to all of us.